Well, good morning, YouTube. It's Clay on the trail. I am at my house. Got a little sunrise going on this morning. Going on a trip today, and I've been looking forward to a long time. And I always say, like, hey, it was, whatever when I left this morning, temperature-wise, and get up here, and it's this temperature. And well, we got snow last night. Not a lot, but just a little bit. It's 22 degrees. And today we're going to get in our truck and drive until we don't see snow anywhere. That's the plan. And I think we'll add 50 plus degrees to the temperature. Seems like a good place. So we will see you there. Oh boy, we just drove almost 8 hours. But there is not a speck of snow in sight. We are at the, Willow Gulch trailhead, in the middle of nowhere. I can't even describe where it is. We're by Sooner Bench in Utah, southern Utah. Dustin, his friend Ian, first backpacking trip ever. We just outfitted him, and 22 to 65 degrees. He hates it already. We're just getting ready to hike down into this wash. Okay, we've started down the trail. One of the first. Oh, this will be the first hike I've done, by the way, in my Zero hiking shoes, hiking boots. They're a minimalist barefoot hiking style shoe. And check them out. It's XERO. I'm not sponsored or anything. I just think they're awesome. But one of the first things we run into on this trail is called mortarboard rock. Mortarboard, like the graduation hat thing you wear. So there was one vehicle at the trailhead, and we passed a couple coming out. They said the other vehicle that was like halfway down the road, there's just this, like an old dude chilling in it, and he was probably taking a nap. So we have this whole place, as far as we know, to ourselves. They also said that beyond the arch where we're going, you have to go through 2 plunge pools like pretty immediately, and they're chest deep. So we weren't planning on that till tomorrow, but I mean, that's what we came here for. Complain about the cold, and now I'm going to complain about the hot. This shade feels good. It is hot here. Go figure. Okay, we finally hit where we're starting to get little pools of water. This is Ian's first trip, so he is trying all sorts of new gear, and he just dumped at least a cup of sand out of each one of his shoes. So much for low tops and hiking in sand. Okay, so here's my setup. It's a Outdoor Vitals one-man tent. I have an Outdoor Vitals Airy. It's a hammock under quilt or a square sleeping bag, either one. It's a 20, I think, 15 or 20, I don't know. Keeps me warm. I have an Outdoor Vitals pillow and a Nemo tensor pad. I still like those. I know people are changing all the time, but I like how quiet they are. So here's my setup, and pair of do-it-yourself minimalist sandals from Zero Shoes, XERO. Almost sound like a commercial, but I'm really not. I just love their stuff. Dustin and Ian are hanging in the north face. It's a 3-man tent, but it's an old one. Crap, I bought that when Dustin was like 2 or 3 years old. Talus 33. Oh, Cash is just chilling. Got a beautiful view, some shade. We're gonna go down and make some water. Get ready to fix dinner, watch the sun go down, hang out in this beautiful amphitheater that we're sleeping under. Cute little shelf up there with something growing in it, ivy or something.
Oh, why you're a mom. Go back, Mom.
There's been a bunch of ones with eggs under their tails. We're letting them go, but I think we're up to about 8 by now.
But Ian is just the crawdad slayer. See a crawdad? He just grabbed
Hi
it.
there. Come with me. And go back, because you're a mom.
Mama.
It's fine, because it just, like, looked out at me. There's one...
That one's upside down.
Dead. Oh.
Yeah, he's dead. He'd be easy to catch.
Very. You hide in there. You are hiding. Ow. Well, you pinched me, but I got you. Come on.
All right, so here's our dinner. It has cashews and chickpeas, and it's a coconut curry. And that little orange ball there on the end is one of the crawdads we caught. And it's got a vegetable soup mix in it. It's a recipe I got from joining Andrew Skirka's newsletter thing. And it doesn't cost anything, and he gives you all sorts of advice. And the biggest thing was his recipes. So we're trying a bunch of his recipes this trip. But it's pretty delicious. Oh boy, dinner was awesome. This is like the perfect weather. If we were camping in the Uinters or in the mountains by my house right now, it'd be like 10 degrees, 20 degrees maybe. It must be 50 degrees right now. And because of this great big alcove that you can't see, the sound of the creek down below us is echoing, and it sounds like running water. There's crickets everywhere. Spectacular. But this is good night for night 1. All right, well, good morning, everybody. We slept really good. Yeah, my Cash is a good dog, but he is not used to being around Ian, so he thinks he needs to go lay in his lap. But anyway, it got colder than I thought last night, but it was totally doable. I brought a beanie and I just didn't put it on, and that was my only regret. The rest of it was wonderful. Had breakfast going here in my vestibule. I haven't even got out of bed yet. Gonna get up and get started. We're gonna go do some exploring. Thank you. That's a good sun right there. This is my 3rd trip to go down to the creek, get Cash some water, whatever, and I forgot my chapstick and my pocket knife, so I went back and got that, and I left again and forgot my camera, so I went back and got it, and I double checked this time to make sure, and we're actually off. And that is the alcove where we're camped. Oh, Just about to have sunrise. All right, so there's a little bit of a pool at the bottom of that. There's a little slide into it. It's probably 4 or 5-ish feet deep. There's another little camp spot down here, but it's not very far away from the creek. All right, we took the wrong trail again. In order to get through this canyon, you actually have to be down in the creek. We found this slab,
One could call it.
that we think we can down climb. If not, we got to hike back. It's like not very far, but
And honestly, if I can get right here and sit down, that's not a bad slide to the bottom. But
we're wearing the most paper-thin pants we can imagine.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah, I might just hike around.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that.
Cash, like, just decided that was the route, and he slid down on his toenails, but
I'm not convinced.
okay, so we made it back around. The slab that we went around is right there. Not that big of a deal. Ian went down the slide. So now we gotta find him, but there's only so many places this trail goes. Yeah, I keep telling these guys we're gonna spend all day trying not to get our feet wet and avoiding the water, and up here not very far we're gonna come to a pool we have to swim through. So why we don't just get wet now is a real thing, but it's a real thing. We found a bunch of low-growing stuff with 3 leaves on it, and have decided we're not sure if it's poison oak, poison ivy, or not, but he went through it. But we found the grocery store here. Oh. That's just cattail, but you can eat the white part. It's like almost cucumberish. It's delicious. Oh. One of us has embraced the idea of our truck today.
Yep.
That would be the right way to do this. I'm about to join him. Instead, we're on the, well, I don't want to get wet yet trail, and it really sucks. We've all been whipped in the eye about a dozen times and stabbed in the legs, and I'm still having fun. Yowza! Slippery logs. Alright, I finally embraced the inevitable. Water's a little chilly, but it's really not. I mean, it's just that it's not lived up to its high temperature yet. The sun hasn't even legitimately come up. And man, I just keep looking at what's around me and forget to look up. This is magnificent. We haven't convinced Dustin to take his shoes off yet. He's not sold on the whole barefoot thing. But I think we're going to get to a point where we don't have any choice. But some of this rock, even the flat stuff, is super slippery. Ian's fallen one good one, and we've all almost fallen several times. Wowza! That's what this whole trip is about is seeing where all that water's coming from. So this is obviously a spring because it's seeping enough around the edges to waterfall down there.
Like a chest deep pool here. Let's swim.
Oh man, we were hoping for some blooper reels. All right, Dustin finally found the point of we're either swimming or we're going back. Ian and I are half prepared for it. I'm going to lose a layer of clothing, but yeah, that looks rather deep. And just immediately rather deep. Are you on the bottom?
Okay, that's the bottom right there.
But there's another ledge right in front of you.
Yep. It's a little cooler than it was earlier. I'm floating.
You're not on the bottom?
The bottom's a few inches lower than where I'm at, so it'd be neck. That wakes you up.
A little chilly.
Just a little. Quite a bit chillier. You're gonna really take us some chilly.
Does it get shallower from there?
Let's find out. Okay, I'm touching. Dragging. It's just a little drop and then you're back up there.
Okay.
Okay, so where do I want to go up? Right here?
Sit down and just slide in.
Freezing. I can already feel it, and I don't like it.
Come on.
Oh.
Come on. You gotta go. It feels good when you get out, so come on.
I know, but it's the commitment.
Do I need Cash to come back and push you in?
No.
I'll push you in.
Doesn't like a commitment, right?
Just go. About 3 more steps. It's going to get even worse.
I know.
This is gonna be fun. I feel like he's gonna do a parkour thing to find that boulder.
Like at all, my fingers are going tingly.
Come on, we'll get up here and it gets warm again.
Where does it start to not become so deep?
Like in 3 steps.
There's a boulder on your right side if you're thinking parkouring, but I don't think you're gonna find it.
I don't think you're going to make it. Just go down and then just start walking and you'll come right back up.
If I just launch, how far can I make it?
Not very far because you're going to trip on that boulder.
Yeah, it's not the field.
There you go. You're almost there. Like you're 4 inches from being at the deepest spot there is. Come on, you're in it. Let's go.
Take a deep breath. Feels good.
There you go, and you're out of it. Just like that.
Ouch! That's so cold it hurts.
Looks like right here. I'll take a picture on the way back. That is neat.
That hurts in places I don't want it to. I'm waiting for him to just like disappear.
No, I can see the floor, so I'm fine. Hey, at least it's not snowing.
Yeah,
That is true.
It feels like it's snowing.
It's snowing in. Oh, there's a huge crawdad.
Do we need to collect Skinner while we're...
He won't make it back to when by the time we get back, he won't be with us anymore.
Yeah, my hands did not like that.
No,
They're very numb still.
My shins, I want to get out of this water so bad.
I'm waiting for the big wide spot where this doesn't be like this anymore.
Yeah. And I'm sure glad I rolled my pant legs up. That was effective.
I did the same thing.
Like,
No, it doesn't.
Catches with you, Dustin. My dog's gonna drown because he can't find the bottom. Oh, oh, oh,
It goes.
holy shit! The bottom, like it's there, but you sink another foot into it. It's not really there.
I don't think I get it like at all.
Oh, come on, pal. Like he's.
Yeah, you're right. It's this is like the squat. Tell me it opens up, please.
Yes, it opens up right here. Come on, Cash. Don't drown on me, pal. Come here.
That feels good.
Come here and stand up. Come here. Oh, it's a good boy. Oh, that is one unhappy dog. He didn't tell me that. He didn't tell me there'd be swimming.
That hurts. Need that sunshine.
Yeah, there is none. Oh, hallelujah. Yeah, this is how we all feel.
Yeah, maybe I need to find
Except
that.
Ian. Ian
Yeah.
does ice baths.
Except Ian.
That's why.
So those are deer tracks, and if you get on Google Earth and go to Broken Bow Arch and then go up the canyon from there, there's actually a picture of a mule deer in one of the plunge pools. Seemed kind of hard to believe, but there are deer tracks. Like, kind of everywhere.
You guys aren't the only barefoot people.
Like, this is crazy. right there, isn't there?
What a place to be, huh?
That overland is going to be nothing.
Well, it depends what the terrain's like.
Seeing a way to just play out.
Okay, we decided, like we had a total trip plan, as you always do when you come somewhere like this, to change it all up. We're going to go up a slot canyon here that we passed already, so we've turned around. And we're gonna go up that canyon, and then we're gonna do like it's a 1.5 mile overland to kind of pop out towards the head of the other canyon we're planning on doing tomorrow. And coming down it. But we have no idea. Oh man, that cane is so sharp. We don't know if we're going to be able to drop into it or not. So this could be a super fun route. It could be a super stupid idea. Been known to have those before. I do have my headlamp with us because I do expect that it will be darkish by the time we get home. We're kind of combining 2 days worth of stuff into one. And then who knows, tomorrow we'll find something else to do. There's a lot of other attractions in this area. We will go find them. One note while I'm on the subject, you can definitely tell which way the water flows because all the reeds and everything point downstream, and they're super easy to walk through. And when you're going upstream, not so much. Okay, so we love being flexible. This is the other channel we were going to go up, and it looks like that. So that would be negative Ghost Rider. I'd like to think right up there at that pinch point, though, it would open up. But I don't know if we can get to that pinch point. So flexible once again. We'll find another place to go because we're just exploring.
Your knees.
Okay, so I don't know if anybody else has ever experienced this. This is the first time for me, but these are the tops, like the pollen part of a cattail that have laid down in the water and sprouted. I've just never seen it before. So there are cattail sprouts. None of us are brave enough to try it because it's sitting in river water that we've all been stomping through. I chickened out. That's colder than you think it is. Alright, so we found a trail that led to another trail that led to another trail, and we couldn't really figure out what was up here, but there's some, sure would be a waterfall in the spring. Of course, that'd be a bad place to be, but
Another amphitheater. I think somebody threw down up here. There's a top over here.
and the cactus
Pretty.
is in bloom. Okay, so we found this cute little slot to cruise. The only thing is Cash can't come. Cash, stay! But it's opening up into this. We have this horrible issue we all have with needing to see what's around the next corner.
Dog's like, where's my bag?
Wouldn't want to be in here after a rainstorm. And I think, I mean, that's it for cruising.
I want to see how deep that goes.
Well, it gets, oh, there's a huge pool here that has water in it.
Is it really?
Yeah. Ugh, that's almost wider than my hips can go.
We'll go down a little bit.
I mean, I don't think I want to go swimming
Oh, geez, that goes deep.
in there, because for one, I don't know how you get out of it. I don't think you would.
Yeah, that's where you put somebody if you don't like them.
It's getting too wide. That's where my head went out. Cash! Good boy.
I thought he fell down the hole.
Yeah, I was thinking about the same.
Hey, Mr. Lizard. Sorry to steal your
He's
sunshine.
been just chilling here watching the show.
Idea. Show us how to get around that.
Okay. Let's see that.
Sweet. Okay, right back here, we came this morning from this way and went that way. Now we're back. The big deep plunge pool is just around the corner from here, but we got to see where this goes because we don't know. Okay. There's a rattlesnake. Definitely don't have those where I live.
Hey, come here.
Yeah, Cash, get back.
Cash. Hey, Cash.
There's his rattles. Little, which means he'll bite worse than if he was big. Okay guys, we went up a little ways, but all of our feet are pounding and stepping on gravel all day long and underwater since way early this morning. So we're headed back. We know we have that awesome swim coming. And we've been putting it off all day long, but I think it'll be better this afternoon than it was this morning. Okay, well we made it back to camp, and that last swim we did, I was a little worried about Cash, so we kind of went in an order and we just pulled everybody out and got him out because he had to swim a lot coming the other way. But we made it. We got back to camp. We're all absolutely beat. Except for Ian, he went crawdad hunting again, and we had another crawdad dinner. And then we had some beans and rice, taco beans and rice. And that's it. I'm tired enough. I'm putting the camera away, so we're gonna have some sort of dessert. Looks like
Maybe some cheesecake.
dark chocolate cheesecake.
Yep.
Yeah, so we're gonna do that for dessert, but we'll catch you guys tomorrow. Hey, good morning everybody. We've decided last night we were gonna spend 2 days exploring the 2 canyons we did yesterday, and we explored them. So we're gonna pick up and we're gonna find some other things to do in the area while we're here. So we're packing up this morning. It's like 6:30. Way warmer at 6:30 this morning than it was yesterday. I had me a little visitor, and I would take that visitor over scorpions or snakes any day of the week. So yeah, we're gonna pack up. We'll talk to you, I guess, as we're walking out. Okay guys, I was camped there, our kitchen table. These guys were camped up on top here. We policed the area, made sure we're not leaving anything behind, and we are out. I'm gonna go find something new. We just don't have enough service here to find out what else is new, so we'll decide when we get back to the truck. It was a beautiful campsite, and we had fun yesterday. We're all a little feet are tender and shoes are still wet. But it was super fun. We decided next time we're gonna hire a houseboat and have it delivered where Escalante River runs into the lake, and we'll just hike to it. Okay guys, last close-up view of the arch. We had crawdads both nights for, on top of our dinner. Added it to one dinner and just ate them as hors d'oeuvres the other night. It's pretty cool to be in a place that has all that. Okay, we got back up to the trailhead, and we had a place we wanted to go to in mind, and we figured if it was like a 3 or 4 hour drive, it would be worth it. Unfortunately, it's a 7.5 hour drive because you have to go clear north and then turn around and go east and then turn around and come back south. So 7.5 hours, I could be at my house. So, but we're not doing that either. We're gonna just cruise this place until we find somewhere that's next to explore, and we'll set up somewhere else. Okay guys, we came to the Chris Lake trailhead. We're just like looking for a short hike, not camping next to the road. Not in the desert. And we found a place with some, it's like ponderosa pine and I think a bunch of quakies. And I think we're only going like 1.3-ish miles, 1.5 miles. Never been here before, didn't even know this place existed. We drove to Escalante where we could get enough cell service and just started searching maps. So we'll go see what this is like. All right, we drove all this way to get out of the snow. And here's some snow. Definitely going to be a different temperature than last night. Here is Chris Lake. All right, guys, we hiked up to this lake. We're at a way higher elevation. It's way colder here, but we just wanted to get a little closer to home, and we just looked on maps and found this place. But we set up camp, and after yesterday's like gnarly hike, we all pretty much fell asleep, so haven't done much. We're getting ready to get a fire going. Camp set up. I'm not going to do a lot of filming here. We're about to have dinner. Ian has collected some pine needles and some rose hips. There's roses everywhere here. He's making some tea, but we're just gonna crash here, get up in the morning, have breakfast, and go home. We're about 2 hours closer to home than we were at the other place, so that will be nice for that. Okay, guys, about froze to death last night. We packed for southern Utah, and we ended up at 9,500 feet in the mountains of southern Utah, and it was not quite as warm, but we survived. We've packed up. We're gonna hike out and go home. So this was just an overnight stop. This wasn't really anything we planned on or thought about. The Willow Canyon area was spectacular. We had a ton of fun, and had there not been a swim pool, you know, a quarter mile into the trip, we would have stretched that over 2 days, but we ended up deciding to do it in one, just out of, that was a lot to swim. So we're gonna bail out and drive back until we find snow again. And there may be yet another winter camp in the near future, but it was nice to get down to sunshine. So anyway, I like to ramble at times. If you would give me a thumbs up, comment, I'll answer you, and subscribe if you haven't, and we'll see you on the next adventure.